Her voice cut through the quiet like a shard of glass. "If you're so smart, then pay your own bills." She stood there in her designer suit, eyes cold, arms folded. CEO in the office, queen at home. I said nothing, just looked at her, at the woman who'd once begged me to teach her code, to help her build something of her own. Now she looked at me as if I were beneath her. The silence stretched. Then I nodded, once, and walked out. No shouting, no scene. Just the sound of the door closing behind me, a clean cut through 12 years of shared space. That night I slept on the floor of my empty apartment, my laptop beside me. She had no idea that her company, her empire, still ran on the architecture I built. Every line of her database had my fingerprints on it. Every password, every route, every contingency. A month later, her name lit up my phone at 3:12 a.m. Her voice shook. "Why is the company's database off?" I stared at the screen, watching her words repeat in the text preview like a pulse. And for the first time in years, I smiled. It didn't start with betrayal. It started with silence. Late nights when she'd stay at the office, meetings that ran too long, messages I wasn't meant to see, half deleted, time-stamped past midnight. I told myself it was stress, pressure, CEO life. But lies have a smell. They cling. She began dressing differently, bolder, sharper, perfume I didn't recognize. One night I went to bring her dinner at the office, her favorite sushi, still warm. She wasn't there. Her assistant said she'd left early with a client. I stood in that glass office, watching the city lights below, and realized, somewhere between code and chaos, I'd been replaced. Not in her heart, in her ambition. I had built her company's bones, but she'd build walls between us. I didn't rage, didn't accuse, didn't cry. I just started taking notes. I logged into the admin console that night, quietly, invisibly. She'd never changed the master keys I created years ago. Classic arrogance, thinking power makes you safe. Every message, every meeting, every late-night video call, backed up, recorded. The man's name appeared more than once. Ethan, her CFO, her real partner it seemed. I read everything. Their texts, their plans, how she discussed buying me out once her company went public, how she called me a technical liability. Every word tightened the coil inside my chest. I didn't plan revenge. I planned order. I rewrote access paths, encrypted the root drive, built a hidden command that only I could execute. A simple trigger, a single line of code that could bring her empire to its knees. And then, I waited. Her call came exactly 31 days later. "Why is the company's database off?" I didn't answer. I let her send 6 more messages, each more frantic than the last. Then I picked up. "Everything's down," she said, breathless. "The servers, the client data, all of it. We can't access anything." "Strange," I said quietly. "You told me you didn't need me." Silence. Then a faint, trembling whisper. "What did you do?" "I did nothing," I said. "You did." And I hung up. For the next 2 hours, I watched her company unravel in real time. Investors panicking, staff emails spiraling, the news hitting the wire. By dawn, her empire was in ruins. I didn't touch a thing. The system had simply obeyed the command it was always designed to follow. Remove the root if abandoned. She'd abandoned me. The system followed logic. No emotion, just consequence. She came to my apartment the next day, hair unwashed, eyes red. No driver, no guards, just her. "I lost everything," she whispered. I opened the door wider, let her in. She sat on the floor, the same floor I'd slept on after she kicked me out. And for a long time, she said nothing. Then, "Can you fix it?" I studied her. The woman who once lectured me about control, now begging for it back. "Yes," I said finally. "I can." Her eyes lit up. Hope, desperation, everything tangled together. I set my laptop on the table, typed one line, restored everything. Her company flickered back to life in seconds. Then I closed the screen and said, "I transferred ownership. To you. It's yours again." She looked at me,
confused, then relieved. But I wasn't done. I also resigned from every system, every module, every tie. You'll never reach me again. Her mouth opened. No sound came out. I walked to the door, paused. You built your empire on my code, I said quietly. Now you can try to live without it. And I left. I moved to a smaller city, different time zone, different name on the lease. At night, I write new code, cleaner, simpler, no one's name attached but mine. Sometimes I think about her, the way her voice broke that night, the way silence filled them. No victory, no regret, just equilibrium. She lost her control. I found mine. The truth is simple. You can build empires on lies, but only until the architect walks away. And when I did, the whole system finally crashed.